we're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with the New York Giants. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Everybody scoot up. Heavy.
Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
Eagles, nothing. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now left side on the swing pass. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
A pickup of 5 yards. First down, Philadelphia. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run. It's Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. That catch good for only a couple. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 46. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
29 is Mike 29. Try to do better. Come on, QB, come on. 29 is Mike.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 5.
Trade 15, trade 15. 29 is Mike 29. Got it. Over here.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Forced out to his left. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 29-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Mike 29. Sunday.
Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own.
What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The intended target, Saquon Barkley. 3rd down here.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Jones. And that is incomplete.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Here's Jackson. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and it'll bring up 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An Eagle first down there, Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
7-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd and 2, Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. They still can't get it. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
On the throw.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
He's crossing. He's coming.
Going for it with Sanders. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 45. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. And he'll find Hall. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
To number 80.
A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Giants 14. Eagles nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Brings up.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Deep ball for Goodwin. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 21. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Intercepted.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
A gain of 14.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
He was tackled.
A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
First down, Giants.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. Back to throw. Jones looking for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Brings up.
Looks like they went for the combo play there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Wayne Gallman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner, Darius Slay. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smiles.
Take over 1st and 10.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And 10 at the 19-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Jones now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Holloway and incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or 2 shy of midfield. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
46 down, man, 5-4. 29 is the Mike 29.
A final shot before half for Wentz. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Jake Elliott to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And the 3rd quarter will start with a touchback as that one lands in the end zone. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Barkley. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
On the carry.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line?
Touchdown, Philadelphia! Alshon Jeffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Now Wentz going to lead the Eagles up to go for 2. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to fire one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
42 yards on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jones. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Derek Barnett. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
59-yard attempt.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over this one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
Wentz now on first down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time. Gets the sack. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Now Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 7 yards the pickup. First down, Philadelphia.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Right back to Sanders on first down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
This pass complete, Wentz to Ertz, and he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Steps away to his left. That's going to be caught. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Eagles.
Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Well, I have to think that the wheels are really spinning in their play caller's mind now. That little setback there on 1st down. They'll have 3 more shots if that's what it takes.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jones. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keeps the clock rolling.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
4 yards.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 42-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range. And he's brought down. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try to pound it in with Goldman. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Wayne Goldman, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Giants add on to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.